Did it come as a surprise?
It did in the moment, but then as I look back, like,
So what were some of these kind of
yes.
clues along the way?
Okay. So I didn't realize they were clues until I was explaining how the like last few weeks went. And then I was like, okay, maybe. So we got moved from Raw to SmackDown in the switch ups. So it wasn't like a draft, but people were getting moved around, you know? And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, you always kind of have to like take both sides. Everything that happens can feel like it's a bad thing. And then I just won't survive that way. So then I always have to like try and make it positive, you know? So we got moved from Raw to SmackDown, and originally you're like, oh man, like Raw just got moved to Netflix. That's really big. And now they're like taking us off of it. Is that bad? But then, you know, people are like, well, there's more time on SmackDown. Like we want more storylines for you guys. Cool. I'm like, okay, cool. That's believable. I love that. So we get to SmackDown. There's a big pay-per-view coming up. So like the stories are all kind of already happening for the pay-per-view for the next like 2 weeks. So we're like, okay, we're not doing anything yet. Again, makes sense. You know what I mean? That's how things happen. That totally makes sense. So then the pay-per-view passes. Now it's another month or so. We're pitching stuff, you know, we're pitching all the angles, sending storylines in, trying to get in. We're trying to fit into what's all like already happening, trying to pitch off the wall stuff that could be cool and different, whatever. So as it gets closer, now we're getting to Mania season. So now it's like a month before WrestleMania. So we're like, okay, I know that if something that we're doing isn't in WrestleMania, anything can happen because everything has to lead up to that, you know, and times get changed and stories get, you know, need more time or get changed. So we were supposed to be leading to this 6-woman tag with like me, Lacey, and Zelina against Chelsea, Piper, and Alba. And so we're like, okay, cool. Like it'll be like some tag stuff, some singles stuff, you know, this will be great. They start having their like singles matches, which is supposed to lead to a tag, which is supposed to lead to this, whatever. Things keep changing where it just keeps getting pushed. So like they had a singles, the next week was supposed to be the 6-woman. Then it didn't happen. And we were like, oh, well, will there be a backstage? But then it didn't happen. Then like Zelina had something and we're like, oh, are we going to be there with her? And they were like, no, we're just going to do this first. And then it was like the week of WrestleMania and it was supposed to happen. And then like the day before it got pushed. And we were like, okay, again, it's WrestleMania weekend. Of course, something more important having to do with the show happened. Not very weird. Move on. Now we're post WrestleMania, and there was a charity event that I do often with someone who has worked through like with NXT, with WWE. It wasn't a WWE event, but it was like they would let us go there. We weren't signing anything. It was just like for a good cause.